Slumber Party here, or you can call me Sully. While I'm continuing with Teen Titans Go month, I want to go over the episodes that I do like, though not necessarily my favorite. In watching the 129 episodes of the first 2.5 seasons, most of them I found to be average at best. But sometimes, there are episodes that I do like for what they offer, yet what's good about them isn't enough for me to enjoy them overall. And with there only being 21 episodes that I've found in this category so far, I feel it best to give due to the ones that are majorly okay, especially since I'm one of the few people to like and even support this show. So, whether for better or worse, here is my top 10 list of my top 10 above average Teen Titans Go episodes. Number 10. Thanksgiving. While the show has several holiday episodes, and I do have a liking for each one, the Thanksgiving episode is as above average as the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. But not by much. Robin has set up a seating arrangement for Thanksgiving, as he invited Batman to the Titan Tower for the holiday, believing he can throw a perfect dinner. But things start to go astray as the other Titans have other things in mind for Thanksgiving, including Beast Boy inviting a whole family of mice, Starfire wanting to bring football to the tower, and Trigon inviting himself to dinner while wanting to serve Cyborg as the Thanksgiving turkey, despite Raven not wanting him to. Like most Thanksgiving specials and episodes, at least for me, this is another okay one at best. It goes for the typical moments and scenarios associated with the holiday and has fun with it, but that's really all there is. Nothing too joyful or too mean or too bland. It's like a run-of-the-mill Thanksgiving episode where nothing goes according to plan, so what more can I say? Well, other than it's here because I have a soft spot for holiday episodes, even okay ones. Number 9. Leg Day. This is the second appearance of Raven going under the identity of Lady Legacy, which is a good one, but I feel some areas tend to hold me back from enjoying it more than I want. After the Titans were defeated for not using the strength in their legs, Raven decides to train them as Lady Legacy and to build up their leg muscles to defeat the enemy with their legs, and only their legs. While it's good to have Lady Legacy back and even have her train the Titans to use their legs, there are moments that I can't get behind, like the Titans kissing their legs, which is weird, and the choice of song for their montage is not very memorable. And having Lady Legacy back after the episode Legs, in which she first appeared in and I do like, this one's a bit of a downgrade. But the action is still decent, the montages are right, and Lady Legacy and even Starfire showing off shots of their legs and feet are kind of the highlights of the episode. At least for me. Yet where I have my moments of enjoyment, the lack of anything funny and some weird moments do make the entire episode alright, but not a ton. Number 8. The Fourth Wall. This episode certainly felt meta, until years later, and it's the first one to address the backlash the reboot has got, though really, it could have done better. Control Freak intercepts the Titan Tower to tell the Titans that they're in a TV show, which he created, and with all the negative reception it got, he demands the show to change its image and become more broad, resulting in the Titans redoing the show in a more elegant fashion. As fun as this is and how it addresses the show's backlash, I thought it would be handled better by not just doing the exact opposite of the show, but by going in more ways than one. And what they got is alright, but there could have been more than just one style or genre of the episode. Yet the way the show addresses its problems and the hatred it gets is fun, how the show goes behind the scenes is wonderful, and it got elements for a good episode, but not a great episode. It has everything at the right spot, but somehow doesn't catch on for me. Number 7. Love Monsters. This is an episode that I wanted to like given the cute nature and Starfire's feelings, but a few parts could have been tweaked a bit. Raven has a box which holds 2 monsters, named the Twin Destroyers of Azarath, and warns the other Titans not to open it. But Starfire is too curious and opens the box, revealing the twins as cute baby monsters. Yet the more love Starfire gives to the twins, the stronger they grow, resulting in the twins becoming one, and grow big enough to destroy Jump City. Of course, an episode with cute-looking monsters is bound to be good, but afterwards, it becomes fairly fine. I mean, I do like how cute the monsters are, and I also like how much love Starfire gives them, but those elements could have been made more sweet and precious, and what it is now is just fine, and that's really all I can say for it. Number 6. Slumber Party. Again, it's another episode that I would like, and does some stuff that are creative, but don't fully go all out. Cyborg has a fear of the dark, mostly due to being scared as a kid when seeing the legendary Scary Terry, which is the show's take on Bloody Mary. So the Titans decide to throw a slumber party to take Cyborg's fear away, but he still can't sleep when the lights are out, and Cyborg has to face Scary Terry himself to conquer his fear. Some bits in this episode are pretty good, like I enjoy seeing the Titans have a fun slumber party, Robin's own pillow fort looks cool and creative on the inside, and one moment involving Scary Terry did creep and scare me the first time around. Yet once again, it isn't quite satisfying. It has all the stuff you would expect for an episode about a slumber party, and it's all done pretty well, but it all left me wanting more, and the stuff I mentioned before could have been better handled or go all out. Yet in any case, it's fine as is, but more could have been done with it. Number 5. Colors of Raven. While many episodes tend to do their own thing or have repeated setups, there are times when the show does reworkings of episodes from the original show, and this one here is one of them. After the Titans save the crystal prism being stolen from Dr. Light, it accidentally breaks in front of Raven, splitting herself into 5 versions of herself, each one being an emotion or personality that makes her up. Red for her anger, violet for her passion, orange for her laziness, gray for her shyness, and pink for her happiness. And though the Titans enjoy having each version of Raven around, Raven's angry self doesn't like this and leaves with the other Ravens, and the Titans must bring the 5 Ravens together in the shards of the prism to have the real Raven back. Now, this is an episode that I really wanted to like, because of the premise, and seeing the other versions of Raven is kind of great. But overall, it isn't as satisfying as I thought it would be. Like when the Titans go get the 5 Ravens back in the shards, Cyborg and Beast Boy spend time with Raven's happy self and not capturing her, which feels like it goes on too long. And while I love seeing Raven's passionate self loving Beast Boy and Starfire having fun with Raven's happy self, it all didn't quite grab me like I wanted to. Maybe it's because there's not much time dedicated to the Ravens and getting to know them more. Though overall a good concept with fun moments, the episode barely makes its mark for being a favorite of mine, but nonetheless, it's favorably okay. Number 4. Breakfast Cheese. Okay, while the episode title only comes into play at the very end and has nothing to do with the whole show, the episode does tackle the idea of spreading peace and love instead of war and hate, which is nice despite some minor complaints. After the Titans defeat the High Five, Starfire feels that fighting them with violence isn't the answer, and convinces the Titans to express peace and love when encountering a problem. They of course do, and they use their hippie-like movement to defeat the High Five again, and it actually works. This episode is certainly unexpected for its ending and what it led to, making it pretty nice, but not without minor flaws, like how the Titans express peace and love, with one of Robin feeling content after being bitten by a spider, and what Raven does, which I can't even explain. But the song at the end is sweet, the way it wraps up is pretty nice, and the moments of the Titans being at peace is okay. And that's all the episode is, okay. It has nice and sweet moments, but that's all I like for a somewhat okay episode. Number 3. Be Mine. As the second episode to feature Tara, this Valentine's Day episode has its sweet moments and a nice song, but it all could have been so much more. Tara plots her revenge on the Titans, particularly Beast Boy and Raven, for ruining her chance and stealing information from the Titan Tower. Yet Beast Boy finds out where Raven threw Tara away, and helps her escape, leading Tara to create giant metal fists to enhance her rock-moving abilities on the Titans. All the while, the Titans prepare for a Valentine's Day dance in their yard, with Cyborg getting to dance with Jinx, Robin wanting Starfire to give him some love, and Beast Boy writing a song for Tara as Raven starts to have feelings for him. Like I said, this episode has a nice song and some sweet moments, like Raven never saying how much she loves Beast Boy. But the humor it has isn't all that funny, and in the case of Robin and Starfire, just feels off and weird. Yet it could have used more romantic bits, even between Raven and Beast Boy, and for being a Valentine's Day episode, it also lacks in being fun, despite me having a soft spot for it, and again, enjoying any holiday-themed episode, no matter what's in it. And what would have been a good Valentine's episode ended up being something that's mainly okay. Number 2. Double Trouble. This is one episode that I, at first, enjoyed pretty much, but upon watching it again, there are one or two issues that made me rethink it. All done well, but not too much. Cyborg was becoming tired of playing with Beast Boy, namely with him being a caveman and Beast Boy being a T-Rex. So he tries to get Raven to cast a spell on him that'll clone him. When Raven first refuses, Cyborg tricks her and she casts a spell on Cyborg, creating a clone of him. But once Cyborg's clone and Beast Boy do other things together, Cyborg again tricks Raven into casting the same spell but on Beast Boy, eventually until the clones of Cyborg and Beast Boy learn the spell and make more clones, leading to the other Titans getting kicked out of the tower. What I liked about this episode, at first, is all the twists and turns that occur in it, and I did have a good laugh at the ending. But now, the twists and turns involving the Cyborg and Beast Boy clones, and where the real Cyborg and Beast Boy are what makes it moderately enjoyable. Yet I really did want to enjoy it as much as I did before, as the jokes are only okay, and the ending wasn't as funny the first time around. But the whole setup of the episode and the execution of what happens are what keeps the episode afloat for what it is, for me. And number 1, Starfire the Terrible. Whenever you have a character that you love from a show or a movie, the best times with them are when they do the exact opposite of their personality, get overly engaged in what they love, or have learned to grow from their past selves. And this episode is kind of like that. Robin feels left out from the other supers of having no arch-nemesis of his own. So Starfire, willing to help, becomes an enemy for Robin, but causes more trouble for the other Titans and gets too involved in being the bad guy, with creating her own lair and destroying the moon. While it is fun to see Starfire being something she's not, and it's still good to see her as a bad guy, though maybe unintentionally, there are moments that aren't needed and kind of ruin the intention of the episode. Like Starfire destroyed the moon, but it shows a lot of explosives on the moon before it explodes, and it would have been funnier if it didn't have this shot. Also, Robin's bit of Motorcycle Monday wasn't that good either, but everything else seems pretty solid, from Starfire becoming the villain, to her lair being made of cardboard boxes, yet have functioning real weapons. And all of that, mixed with the issues I have, are what makes the overall episode just fine, and quite easily making it my number 1 above-average Teen Titans Go episode. So, that is it. And stay tuned for more of Teen Titans Go Month as I go over my top 10 favorite episodes. Please be civil, everyone.